switches. All right.
Good. All right, let's put the plane away. And the first thing we start with here is, let's just assume we're working from a full tie down. I'm leaving this stuff with you here. This is a little tie down system that's pretty handy to use. Just you know, metal stakes here and a chain. And it's a great little tie down system, fairly light, and carry with you easy. Much better than those. What they don't want you to use is those little screw, like the little dog things where they screw into the ground. Those don't hold very well. So this is a better way to go to it. All right, and then of course I'll leave you these red chocks here as well. All right, the cover for the plane is, as you can see here, it kind of covers the front, pretty much all the glass. Be aware, I mean, it's not watertight completely. I mean, there's places where things can, you know, water can get in here, but effectively it works as, and pull this off, with that strap. So there's like 3 lanes to it here. One of them is the lane comes down the side, comes over the top, and then once this lane comes back, you notice that kind of folds around the aileron tube. Then there's a small one here, like that fits just right over the aileron tube like that. And once you've got that figured out, throw that back and unstrap these, and they all come apart. So, up in the front, show you this. This is how you tell whether you've got it on right to start with, because it's kind of a maze of stuff. But there's the Kitfox logo here. Okay, so that's what goes on the windshield. Just look for this, put it on the windshield first, then start throwing these other sides back, and that's how you get it on. Okay, so for microphone connections or for the headset connections are down here. I'm going to leave this wire here, which is, you know, is just for your phone. If you want to play some music, that's what I usually do. And then that comes out down here. You'll just leave the little tip on it for the, and that will give you music, which is all important, flying around. So that's that side. This side over here, it's a lot harder to get to the headset, so I've gone ahead and put a extension here for you. And then one of the first things you do when you're putting things up is to flip this ELT to the middle section there and make sure it is not armed for going down the road. And then as a reminder to myself that it is not on, it's the Kitfox hat. I put the Kitfox hat around here, and that warns me that the ELT is not active. But that way, going down the road, if we get in a wreck or anything like that, it won't set off the ELT. Okay. Let's go ahead and start prepping here. Tail pad comes on. Get that on there. And then you got your tail wheel. Let's see. Kind of goes in reverse. Never can see it. Stop that. Come on. And that's on. There, that's tight. Pull this one off. And this is where we use the spacers again. Okay, one spacer goes like that. Good. Gloves. Mounting up. Goes in. On the other side. Goes in there, and tails on. All right, so now as we start moving things backwards, it's got something to rest on. All right, let's go to the front. Take the cuffs off here. All right, and then I usually just put the screws right here in the seat. Just keep them happy. There. Okay, this is one. Use a different kind of screw here because for some reason this little connector has gotten kind of wallowed out. So this is the one that needs the little sheet metal screw. And then that one off. Always be aware of losing bolts and nuts out here in the grass. That's no fun. Okay. That's off. That's clear. All right, the other thing we got to do is go here. Turtle deck comes off. Come on. And then it comes off about the way it came out. Usually start with one side, get those loose, move to the other side, and then it'll come right off. Loose off, and you're out. All right, I'll come get that. Put it away a minute. All right, then we do our little run controls. One. Put them back in the push rod down here, not in the lever. So don't put them up in here. Hold them down in that one. They stay out of the way. Back in. All right, we're loose. Now, it doesn't really matter which wing, but we're going to bring the wings back. Can we start with there? All right, let's do the wing. Hammer. A little green device here. It pops right out. Okay, grab onto the wing, pull it out, right back in. Right where they belong. All right, then coming back here, lift the flap around, make sure it kind of comes back all right. By the way, take a look right here, and you can see the question was why those things are bent. The flaperons come right up against this nut right there, and it's just a design thing. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but that's why they're bent, is they come up against that. And yeah, these are nasty. Everything nasty. All right. Then come back. Strap it up. Make it, get your rudder straight, and then make it kind of loose this time around, because you're going to be, when you're putting on those braces, you need a little bit of slack in order to get it to work. So don't put them, hard tight on there. Usually you'll want to, when that pin comes out, on this side, leave the green thing in there, because that wing starts to come back with the fuel in it. So just make sure it doesn't get away with you, so you can get your hands on it and pull it out. Run up. Back. Again, just kind of a loose tie here. There, that's good. Okay. Now, all right, let's get the fuel out of here first. Oh, you can talk for a second. So, just use a regular siphon. It's nothing special, but with the wings back, see it kind of runs to the back of the tank. You can put the siphon back at the back of it. I've got this little strap to kind of keep it in place. Just kind of hang it on there, and then very conveniently this comes down. That opens up. Keep this vent open because it'll fill up and overflow. Okay, and then you just do the old-fashioned thing and let it roll.
Okay, watching you instead of watching my video. Hang on.
Okay.
I was scrolling down to get that, and
oh, okay.
Stopped watching. All right.
Good. All right. So while that's going, because it'll take a little while for it to fill, you can also tell how much fuel you've got left in the tanks, and I expect to see probably about 3/4 of this tank fill. It's always fun to see if you're close. Ah, man, these little devils. Man, I just barely tightened it on there. Well, let me see what I can do with this. There, okay, that's loose. All right, so we'll put on our braces here. Usually this is the best way to get at it. Bolt through the hole right here, through that little cap, and you get your little bit of a tight fit here, but put it in there and screw it down. This does not have to be like Superman tight. It just needs to be on there. And then once you get it in the, come here. Once you get it in there, that locking bolt will hold it. Ah, come on. Okay, it's in. There. That's really about all. It just needs to be kind of finger tight, and it just needs to be able to push down on here. Then we come up. Spar. Might have to lift it just a hair to get it in the hole. Nut back on. And okay, ready to travel. All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in order to put this strap on, it does kind of have to go a certain way. Obviously, this kind of goes up here, so that the top handle is up. Just go through the gear just once, come back around and loop it. About that. There, okay. And again, the trick to this is pretty simple, but just like that, okay? Make sure it's kind of coming down like this, because again, all this is gonna be doing is guiding a little bit. The pulling's gonna be here. And so once you get in the trailer and the plane starts to come up, you're gonna see it way up, it's gonna be pulling down like this. So if it's on the top, trust me, it'll just mess things up. Okay, so start here, just line it up. This got to go in this hole, so this hole goes to the top. Okay, and then you're gonna come up here to this little lip right there and put it in. So here's your bolt. Come up here. Make sure that you can see that the hole is clear. Come up here with your bolt from the top and find its way down in that. It's an art. Come on, get in there. Just off enough. Come on. Come on, you little devil. Finicky thing. There, oh finally, okay, worked its way through. Put the nut on. There. Okay, bolt comes this straight shaft through first. There. And you just go enough to where it's just barely poking out, because you're going to put this spacer on there, right? On that other side. There. And we go to the other side. Repeat the painful process. All right. And just like there, pull your pin out of here. Make sure you're looking at it the right way. It's supposed to drop down. This one comes up. Make sure you got a hole there. And there. And find the hole. Where are you? There you are. Find the hole. Here. Press it all the way through. There. Nut on. And safety. There. Okay, you're braced.